Well, former Hollywood producer Harvey Weinstein has landed in Los Angeles, where he will face further sexual assault charges.
Let's get some more on this. Our entertainment editor, Peter Ford, is with us. Good morning to you, Pete. What are the details?
Well, so it came to pass, as you say, their former Hollywood producer, and of course he's been living in New York. He in fact has always lived in New York, but so much of what has happened with Weinstein and with the Me Too movement generally has been in California. And so now today, there you see him getting off a private jet, no less. They flew him back to California. His legal team had fought strenuously to not have him flown out to the West Coast. How extraordinary it must be. I mean, here he was, once one of the titans of Los Angeles. When he came to town, you know, people bowed. Everybody tried to get a ticket to the party that he was going to put on. And now here he is arriving back in disgrace. And they tried to stop this from happening. They said, oh, he's going blind and he needs medical treatment. They said, sure, we'll get it for him on the West Coast. So now, of course, he's still got the charges in New York, 23 years of that still to go. And now potentially on these new charges involving 5 women, involving 4 counts of rape. All of this will play out, obviously, in coming weeks. There's no way knowing that he is ever going to be walking free. No. It's just a case of whether he's going to be spending those years ahead in California or in New York.
Well, let's move on. Britney Spears' lawyer has spoken to the media outside court, Pete.
Yeah, so this one has rolled on as well. And of course, as we know, she's got this new lawyer, which was somebody of her own choice. He seems to be really switched on. What I've noticed today in the narrative, and I'll play you a grab from the lawyer in a second, the narrative certainly seems to be, we want the father out of the picture. And I take from that that they are willing to accept that some sort of conservatorship may still be acceptable, despite what the protesters you see there have got the Free Britney signs. It would seem to me that the lawyer is happy to accept that there may have to be something in place, but as long as the father's not involved. So this man's name is Marty Rosengart, and this is what he said outside the court overnight our time.
My firm and I are moving aggressively and expeditiously to file a petition to remove Jamie Spears unless he resigns first. Thank you.
So, Dad gone, and hopefully he will resign first to make it easy for everyone.
All right, Pete. Now, meanwhile, Prince Harry's book announcement, and this is something we did not see coming, has received divided opinions. And that has shocked everybody, that there's divided opinions.
Exactly, yeah. So this has played out overnight big time, because what happened was with the time differences, when the news came through, it was already Monday night in the UK. So there wasn't a lot of time to get reactions from people. It hadn't really sunk in. But over the last 24 hours, has been a lot of discussion about it in the UK. And yeah, I think divided probably is being very diplomatic. People are, I think, probably equally shocked by the fact it's even happening. And as I said to you yesterday, they make it pretty clear in the release, the press release, that the proceeds are going to charity. Now, that to me, I'd almost kind of respect them more if they weren't doing that, because you think, well, why are you doing it? If you're giving the money to charity anyway, which is lovely for the charity who's going to get it, why do you feel a need to put your family through this? And the Queen, during her Platinum Jubilee, all this angst and worry about what's going to happen. But there are people who are still defending it. So on Breakfast TV in the UK overnight our time, the very highly respected royal commentator Angela Levin had this to say.
I don't know why. Does he want to destroy his family? Does he feel so revengeful that he has to take yet another knock after opera and after Finding Freedom? I don't quite get it, why he doesn't want to move on, enjoy his life. He's making pots of money. He's in love with his wife. He's got 2 children, a girl and a boy. But why is he so negative about his past? He can't leave it alone. It's like a cat, a dog tearing at something to destroy it.
So we don't know what's going to be in the book. I mean, there may be a lot of it that will be positive, but there will be obviously some things that are not going to read well for the royal family, and that will, of course, become the breakout story.
And do we know what the charity is? Is it the Montecito Mortgage Appeal? Do we know what the charity is?
No, I would imagine it's the Archwell Foundation. Yeah. They haven't specified that, but that is in itself a charitable foundation, which is quite different to a charity for tax reasons. But yeah, we'll learn more, I'm sure, as we go.
I quite like Angela's take on it all.
Yeah.
OK, thanks, Pete.
Thanks, Pete.
Thank you. Bye.